this mirror and see how this looks. I think it looks good. Hey everyone, I'm back finally. I know it has actually been a minute since I posted a video. A minute, I mean more like 3 to 4 months. Over the winter, because I do have dry skin, I tend to get very dry, very eczema-y, very scaly, and it's not cute. And I just spit everywhere. It's not cute, but every time that I go to actually put on makeup, when my skin is like that, it gets very irritated, it fights me, and it's terrible, and I really just did not want to expose you to that. I also have been gone for a few months just because one of my good friends, Jessica, her channel name is Vexica, she does YouTube videos as well. She actually has moved back to California, so I didn't really want to take too much time and focus on just making videos, or I guess maybe I was distracted. I don't know, but I'm back. I have a lot of new video ideas for you, and I'm going to get started today with actually like my first favorites video. I've never done a like monthly favorites video, partly because I'm convinced it's really hard to find favorite items for me, or at least favorite new items, but then I just kind of decided, whatever, I'm just gonna go with whatever items I have and pick my favorites from there. I'm going to start doing some Ipsy unboxings or unbaggings because I have had an Ipsy subscription for a while now, I just haven't actually done it. I don't know yet if I'm going to do empties every month, probably not. I don't feel like I go through that many products a month, but anyway, there's a lot of things that I kind of have in store, so let's get started. This month so far I do have a few makeup items, I have a few skincare items, or 2 skincare items, and then I also have a fragrance, a TV show, and a couple video games that are my favorites for this month. So let's start with makeup. I actually got this a couple months ago, but this has been my favorite foundation for quite a while now. It's the Smashbox Liquid Halo HD Foundation, and I am in shade 1. Y'all know I'm pale. If you have oily skin, or if you like a full coverage foundation, this is not the foundation for you at all. Ever. Don't try it. It's a dewy finish, or like it's a dewy finish and a medium coverage foundation, which is exactly why I love it, which is exactly why I don't think it'll work if you have oily skin or if you like full coverage. I use about 2 to 3 pumps of this, and it does give me a very just nice, lovely dewy finish, and I've really been just kind of trying to show off my skin recently, so I've been kind of avoiding the full coverage foundations, and I've been loving this so far. It blends absolutely beautifully, it stays on throughout the day. I actually love the way it looks after a couple of hours more than immediately when I put it on. It makes it look dewy without looking oily or without looking gross, I guess. But this, definitely love it. Another favorite is something I actually picked up at the drugstore, and this is the Rimmel Match Perfection Skin Tone Adapting Concealer. And I use this under my eyes, and also I kind of make like a triangle shape under my eyes to sort of use it as a highlight as well. I originally tried the foundation that goes with this concealer, and it was terrible, and I hated it. So I didn't have too high hopes for the concealer, but I found it in a bag that I had actually bought a couple months ago, and I've been using it since then, and I really do love it. I feel like it gives nice coverage, it's really nice and illuminating, and I feel like it's actually fairly close to the Mineralized Concealer by MAC. I don't feel like it creases, it gives a nice illumination, so I feel like these two are very close dupes. I wouldn't say exact dupes, but if you're looking for kind of a drugstore alternative, I really do been in love with this for a couple of months now. One last concealer, I guess we're going to kind of work our way from foundation up. One last concealer that I really like, and that I actually hated at first, is the Bare Minerals Well Rested powder concealer. When I worked for Bare Minerals, I absolutely hated this concealer. I don't feel like it worked with my skin tone. I don't feel like it really did anything for me. But since I've started getting actually a little better at doing my own makeup, and since I've started kind of using products a little more sparingly. Because I did not used to believe that less was more. I have actually really fallen in love with this. It gives just that perfect awake look. I love the way that it sets and makes my concealer last all day. It is amazing. It's an instant wake up for your face, and it really does make you look well rested. I'm late jumping onto a couple of trains here, and I think you'll see what I mean in a second. But my favorite tool, or what has been my favorite tool since I got it for putting on my foundation, is the Sigma F88 Flat Angled Kabuki. This is not a new brush by any means. A lot of YouTubers have been obsessed with the Sigma Kabuki brushes for a long time. I'm just, like I said, I'm late onto the train, but I definitely see why a lot of people love it. A lot of people do use actually just the flat one. I like the angled one. I like being able to get kind of in the crevices right under my nose, or right around my nose, and just kind of being able to get to those like hard to reach spots, so I love the angled one. It really does apply your foundation to where it looks almost flawless. I'm obsessed with it. I have used this every single day that I've put on foundation since I got it, and I used to kind of switch between a brush and my beauty blender. I have not touched my beauty blender since I got this, and I used to be all about the beauty blender, and I have not reached for it once since I got this brush. So definitely Sigma brushes, especially this one, is definitely worth the money. I 100% will stand by this brush, and they are not paying me to say this. If they would, that would be awesome. But I bought this with my own money, and I love it, and I think you should love it too. And with the late jumping on the bandwagon with these things, the next item is the Naked Basics palette. I did not think that I needed this palette. I have Naked 1, Naked 2, and Naked 3 because I'm obsessed and because I have a problem. So I really just did not think that I needed this palette. I needed this palette, and I know that now, and I've come to terms with it. You do not have this palette, you need this palette as well. Not a day goes by that I don't actually reach for even just one or two colors from this palette to do a look. I am obsessed with them. I have actually, on my eyes now, I've actually used all of the colors in this palette. It is my newest obsession. It is my most reached for palette now, even more so than the other Naked palettes, and I love it. You need it. It's the best $26 I think I have probably ever spent on some eyeshadow. I have one more eyeshadow, and this one is actually by MAC. This is the Stars and Rockets Volux Pearl eyeshadow. It's dusty because I just used it. This is by far my favorite MAC eyeshadow. Let me tell you why. It's purple, but it just has a little bit of like a blue tinge to it. I don't know if you can see it very well from blocking the light. It is absolutely beautiful. It looks different on everyone. I usually will just do it underneath my lower lash line. I'll do it at the inner corner sometimes. I have gotten so many compliments for when I wear this on my makeup that it's ridiculous. If you have to buy one MAC eyeshadow, okay. If you had to buy one MAC eyeshadow, I'd say go buy like Espresso and All That Glitters, and then also buy this. Those are like my top 3 favorite MAC eyeshadows because they're perfect. They go with every skin tone, they go with everything, they're beautiful. Go buy them, but start with this one because you need some Stars and Rockets. The last item I have is a mascara. This did actually come out a while ago, but this is the Lash Domination Volumizing, lengthening, it does everything mascara, and this is by Bare Minerals. I have it in Intense Black. This mascara is the only mascara I think I've ever found that actually does everything that it claims to do. It makes my lashes longer, it makes my lashes fuller, it separates my lashes. I've had people ask me where I bought my false eyelashes from when I wear this mascara. It is that good, and I think a lot of it has to do with this brush. You can see it's kind of like spiraled. I don't know, it basically looks like this handle. Oh, it's kind of spiraled like that. That's the same shape that the brush has. I love this. this is, like I said, the one mascara that I found that actually does everything that it is claiming to do, and I will never probably buy another high-end mascara again. I can see myself just repurchasing this over and over because it really is that amazing. So far this past winter, I know it's April now, but this has been saving my life all this winter, and this is actually just the Eucerin Aquaphor Healing Ointment. I use this for everything. Initially I started using it on my tattoos, and then I actually will use it, oh, there's a hair. I will actually use it where I get my eczema, which is right under, on my eyelids, of course. It's like right under my eyebrow, and my skin will get flaky and red, and it'll just start to kind of peel off, and I told you, it's disgusting. This stuff makes everything all better. So I use this for everything. I use it on my lips, I'll use it on my eyelids. I use it as a moisturizer during the winter, just a very light kind of layer, and I feel moisturized all through the night, and I wake up and I don't feel dry. Along with using this on my tattoos just to heal them and to keep them looking great. And yeah, you need to go out and buy some of this Aquaphor because it's magical for literally everything. It takes off all your makeup very well too, so I love it. There's a million uses for this, and I think everybody needs one in their house. The next skincare makeup removal item that I have is actually something that I made at home. These are homemade makeup wipes just in a mason jar that I picked up from Walmart with some of those little nail like circle things, some warm water, some grapeseed oil, and some Johnson & Johnson like baby shampoo. I have been using these in place of my Aveeno wipes since I made them. I feel like this is so much cheaper than going out and buying new makeup wipes or even baby wipes to take off your makeup every month, and they feel amazing. They get everything off, including my waterproof eyeliner. They don't irritate my skin because everything irritates my skin, and this does not irritate my skin. It doesn't make my skin feel like it's burning, which is the experience that I've had with some of the Neutrogena, Burt's Bees, some of the Yes to, I think it's the Yes to Cucumbers wipes. I don't get that with these. I can make as many as I want, and they're magical. So you should make some homemade makeup wipes yourself because they're wonderful. The next item I have is a fragrance. This is my absolute favorite fragrance, and I'm almost out of it, so that's why I wanted to share it. I wanted to share it before it's gone, because I don't know if I'm going to be... I probably will end up buying another one, but right now the thought of parting with that much money for this fragrance is kind of like scary to me. But this is the BCBG Max Azria perfume. I got this particular one at TJ Maxx for $19, and I wish that it was bigger. As you can kind of see, it's basically almost gone. I've used up a lot of it. This is my favorite fragrance, and I decided to bring it out now because since it is getting more into springtime, I'm going to go into using it a little more just because it's a little lighter and a little more floral. This to me is what summer smells like. When I think of summer, I think of this perfume, and it's awesome. And you need to go out and sample it for yourself. Okay, so the last few items are not makeup or beauty related or whatever. It is going to be, first off, my favorite TV show has actually started back up again, and that is RuPaul's Drag Race. It is my favorite TV show ever. I think every girl secretly that does makeup wants to be as fabulous as a drag queen. I know I do. So far this season, at first I really wasn't feeling it as much as other seasons. I think it was something with the contestants. I just wasn't as happy with them as I have been with previous seasons. But I think I finally have found a favorite, and that is Bianca Del Rio. I want her to win. I think she needs to win. It's not even my guilty pleasure because everyone knows how obsessed I am with it, so I'm not even going to say it's my guilty pleasure. It's everything. That show is everything for me. Give this video a thumbs up if you're also a Drag Race fan, and let me know down below who your favorite is. The next item that is my favorite for this month, they are two video games. One I started playing a couple of months ago, and that's Star Wars The Old Republic. I love Star Wars. I always have loved Star Wars. I always will love Star Wars. And I think deep inside a part of me has always wanted to be a bounty hunter. So the fact that I get to play through the Star Wars universe and be a bounty hunter is awesome to me. If you don't know what Star Wars The Old Republic is, you need to check it out. There is a free-to-play version. And then if you like it, you can subscribe. I am a subscriber. I said, what you brew up on? I'm like, coffee, beer, whatever. Brew? No. It's really hard to... I think it's really sentimental to me. That's why I love Star Wars so much. My last favorite for this month is also another video game that was actually released this month, and that is the HD remaster of Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2. I am a huge Final Fantasy nerd. I played 7, 8, 9, 10, 10-2, 12... Like, starting when they came out, I've played them. I haven't played anything beyond 12 because, I don't know, I really just was not feeling 13 at all. And I don't know if I'm feeling the next ones. I haven't really made that decision yet. But 10 and 10-2 were my favorites, and it was re-released this month for the PlayStation 3 and for the PlayStation Vita. I got it on the 19th, which is the day after it came out on March 18th. I am already almost finished. Like, the next thing I have to do on Final Fantasy X is go beat Sin. So I'm literally finished with this game already, and has not been, I think it's been about 2 weeks. That is how obsessed I am with this game. I've been playing it anytime I'm not at work or not, like, cooking or something. I'm playing this game. It's absolutely beautiful. It still holds, it's everything that I loved about it the first time around, and it's just re-bringing up those emotions, and it's just re-bringing up that first experience that I had when I first played it, and I am just as happy as a clam. Those are my favorites for this month. If you like this video, as always, just give me a thumbs up, leave some comments down below, and as always, don't forget to subscribe. Every makeup favorite that I actually mentioned, I'm wearing in a look today, so if you would like a tutorial on this look, leave a comment down below, leave me a thumbs up. I think it might be what I'm going to do next anyway, because I haven't filmed anything for a while, and I really need to get back to filming, so I'm just kind of trying to look for ideas, but I think this is probably going to be the first thing that I'm going to film. As always, I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!